Just like in the Twilight Zone, strange things happen on the edge of darkness. Welcome to the Edge of Darkness Horror Show, where I read original horror stories for your spooky pleasure. Edge of Darkness Horror. Join me if you dare. Welcome to Edge of Darkness Horror. On this episode, we're going to find out what happens when a young man sees a strange apparition in his bathroom mirror. The Apparition. Craig Sheffield ranted impatiently to himself as he dialed the phone number of Owl Publishing Company, New York. In his hand was the most recent rejection letter for It Happened Last Year, his novel that was 2 years in the making. I don't understand. What's wrong with it? This is the third rewrite, and I did everything you said. I think it's... Mr. Sheffield, please, we have a certain quality to our books. I don't think you've captured the essence of our company. We'll kindly pay you for your troubles, but we won't accept any more revisions. Mr. Sheffield, to be a writer, you really have to be good. This was the cold response from Alice Walker, assistant editor, and it made Sheffield hang up with an angry humph. What does she know? He gritted his teeth hard and made a tight fist, which unexpectedly smashed down on top of the phone receiver, making a loud dring. Sheffield was fed up with rejections. He was a good writer, as good as the next, he thought. But apparently no publishing company thought so. He slithered to the refrigerator and yanked out a cold Asahi, even though it was only 11 in the morning. He had taken a liking to beer in the morning, before lunch. It got him going on a nice level buzz, but by 3 o'clock, he would be burnt-out, tired, and listless, lacking energy, and instead of writing, he would sit on the couch and watch TV lifelessly. He realized the negativity of his lifestyle, but every time he tried to change it, he fell back into the same old slump, and he wondered why he wasn't getting published. After the down beer, Sheffield made his way into the bathroom with the rejection letter. He parked himself at the sink, looked at the stubbly dark face staring back at him. It was a while since he looked at himself. Really looked. The truth was, he was trying to avoid it. His own sunken eyes were beginning to scare him. Dear Craig Sheffield, he began as he looked at himself in the mirror. We would like to thank you again for submitting the rewrites of the material as we requested. The idea is good, however, we feel that it does not suit our company at this time. Please feel free to submit other material in the future. Sincerely, Angela Walker, Editor-in-Chief. He read the letter slowly as if to torture himself, over-enunciating each word. Please feel free to submit other material in the future. Sincerely, Angela Walker. He looked at his haggard face and rubbed his stubbly beard. Then he took the letter between thumb and forefinger of both hands and began tearing the letter, ripping it apart. As he tore, he spoke. That's it. Who was I kidding? Some damn writer, huh? What the hell does it take? I'm good. Damn it, I know I'm good. I'll show these bastards someday. He dropped the strips into the sink and then turned on the water to wash them down, all the while staring into his own critical eyes. He said aloud, I'm going to make it or I'm going to die trying. I'm going to die if I can't do it. He stared hard, not blinking. The edges of his peripheral vision began to close inward slowly, and the mirror began to fog up, or so he thought. Actually, the apparition appeared shortly thereafter, but Craig was too gone to realize it at first. Too drunk, too inwardly focused, he stared, entranced, not realizing what he was seeing. Ha ha! The mirror retorted. Ha ha ha. Pause. Ha 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 ha. It was then that Craig saw it. A round face, jolly-eyed character with one black twist of hair on his fat forehead. That was it. The thing that was laughing at Craig from inside the mirror. What's the matter? What? Craig, transfixed, could hardly mutter a sound. Not a coherent word. His eyes widened. Well, continued the holographic image, the moment you said I'm gonna die trying, I knew I'd better get over here. The image wasn't leaving. As soon as Sheffield realized it, he tried, only then to wake himself up. He squinted, banged on his head, rubbed his eyes. As if it had seen this scenario 1,000 times before, the image said,
"It's okay, dude. Or should I call you Mr. Sheffield? Huh. I am real. And you really are here, so relax. I could be here to help, but I could always leave. It's your choice. But you have to believe in me. If you believe in me, then we can work together. That's the condition. Huh. Got it?"
Finally. "Yeah? Who are you? What's going on?"
"Well, let's just say I'm a kind of superpower. Something like that. Well, I work for the big guy, the real superpower. I was summoned here to see you. I've been behind this mirror for about the last hour. I heard your conversation with, who was it? Owl Publishing. And then this scenario with the letter. Tell me about it."
"Well, I guess you already know then, don't you?" Craig was getting extremely annoyed. What was this thing trying to prove?
Hell, I guess you could say we know everything, but that doesn't help you very much. A big part of this is helping you help yourself, as they say. Through self-realization, everyone moves to a new level. How about you, Mr. Sheffield? Are you ready to move to a new level?"
The image was at some points jolly, but at once turned serious and sour. "Oh, well, yeah, I guess so."
I guess? Well, that's not a very positive answer."
Yes then."
"Okay, well, that's more like it. So what's the problem? I want to hear it from you, in your own words. You may begin."
It took a few minutes for Craig to digest the request. Then he began slowly, letting the words creep out. Well, I want to be a writer. At least I thought I did. I mean, I put together some great stuff, and now I'm trying to get someone to notice me." Spoken matter-of-factly.
"Oh, really? You really think you're that good, huh?"
The reflection pursed his lips at Sheffield and then raised his eyebrows in search of a response. That was a very confident gesture. It immediately made Sheffield sound like an ant.
No matter. I know you're thinking that there's a lot of published writers out there on the market that are crappier than you. Am I right?"
Again, Craig was aware of the tone that the apparition seemed to have. It was as if it had been through this 1,000 times before. The same questions, the same answers. "Huh?" Craig was stunned. That's exactly what I'd been thinking, and for quite some time, too. Then it dawned on him. He'd approached his whole craft, his whole art, his whole desire from that viewpoint. But that wasn't enough. There was more to it than Craig was seeing. Yeah, that's it. How did you know? I mean...
You forgot. I know everything. I work for the superpower.
The apparition was starting to shake Craig. He didn't know what to do. Can you help me be a writer? I mean, I have to be. I mean, I know I can do it. I am good.
Just like a million others,
the apparition mumbled under his breath. What?
Nothing. Listen, I said I was here to help you. I never said anything about helping you become a writer. I said I'll help you. There's a difference, you know.
Wait. I don't understand. Why are you here then?
Well, this might be a blow, but I'm not here to help you become a writer. I'm here to help you not become a writer.
Craig's eyes widened. Huh? What are you talking about?
Listen, I'm really sorry, but you can't be a writer.
What? Bullshit. You watch, I will.
No, listen. Mr. Sheffield, now listen. You can try for 1,000,000 years, and you will never be a writer. I'm here to help you from years of disappointment. I'm here to help you become wise.
Well, why can't I? Why not? Because it's not in the cards for you. It's not in your fate. This is in your fate, however, to learn to accept that there are things you can't have. Stop wanting, and you will be free. The apparition didn't smile, didn't laugh, didn't blink. Their eyes locked. This is crazy. Why am I listening to an image in my mirror? I must be hallucinating. Sheffield turned and walked out of the room. He went to the kitchen and got a beer out of the refrigerator and closed the door. All of a sudden, "Hey!" Sheffield, startled, turned around. The image was in the refrigerator. It had followed him.
"Listen, that beer won't do a thing for you. It isn't going to help. Ha! Please believe me, you can't be a writer. It would be more painful to try. You should follow your heart, not your mind. You will be free."
But how do I do that? I mean, if I want it so bad, doesn't it mean that I'm following my heart? If I'm driven, isn't that my fate?
Not necessarily. You're just caught up in a materialistic, culture-oriented world. You have taken notions you have seen, you want them to become your own. But these things aren't necessarily coming from your heart, your true self. They're just fleeting impressions and images. You're just trying to grab onto something. That statement made Craig pause. What it was saying did make sense. It was hitting home. Maybe it was right. Maybe it's all materialistic nonsense. Writing for years, getting nowhere, always worrying about the perfect story, worrying about what sells, worrying about editors, wondering about... But how do I know what I'm supposed to do? How do I know what's in my heart, like you said? Stop wanting. That's it. Just be. Be as you are. Don't think so much. Be content. Don't covet. Don't be jealous. Just be yourself. Open your heart, and it will be the ultimate happiness. The human race wants too much. So tell me, are you ready? As soon as you say the word, I'll help you not want. Then you'll be free. Think about it. I'll be back in an hour.
Craig stared at the apparition, as if trying to enter it. Their eyes remained locked for quite some time. Then the image winked, and it was gone. Fuck, I don't know what to do. It makes sense. Why go through all the trouble of writing, sending stuff out only to be rejected, writing more? I'm sick of it. That's it. I'll let the fucking thing help me. An hour later, as Craig was pacing around the apartment, watching Baywatch, the apparitions showed up again. Craig only knew this because when he went to the bathroom to pay beer rent, the thing spoke up.
Have you thought about it there, buddy?
Craig turned around slowly and found the roly-poly, pot-bellied, bald and bearded apparition floating in the mirror once again. Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to be done with it, Craig answered.
Okay, great. I'll get everything ready. You won't regret it, I promise.
What should I do?
Just stand there for a minute. I'll tell you exactly what to do.
Craig did what he was told, closed his eyes and got lost in his thoughts, staring at the yellowing, cracked tiles in the bathroom. What the hell is going to happen? How can it make me stop wanting? This thing isn't real. I'm just hallucinating. Just to make sure, Craig cracked open one eye and saw the bearded thing in the mirror with its eyes closed. Fuck, maybe I'm not hallucinating.
Okay, Mr. S. If it's okay, I'll call you that, yeah? Sheffield is too fucking long. Anyway, step up to the mirror, please.
Craig opened his eyes, stood up and moved to the mirror. He stopped at least 2 feet away. I'm here, go ahead.
Good, step closer, please.
Craig moved closer and closer. Still.
Closer.
Craig moved closer to the mirror until he was about 4 inches away. Well, how's this?
Should be good. Now try to empty your mind. Take deep breaths. Don't think about anything. Free your mind, like they do in meditation. Got it?
Craig started to breathe in and out deeply. His eyes went into a deep gaze. He was automatic. The route to meditation. I'm there.
Now open your eyes and stare directly into mine in the mirror.
Craig did.
There you go. The thing said, "Are you ready? Here we go."
Craig nodded. Suddenly, the bald man took in a deep breath and blew outward, sending a line of smoke out through the mirror into Craig's nostrils. He blew with all his might for an eternity. Craig stood transfixed as he felt the stream enter his body. The stream stopped. He relaxed his body, mouth drooping open. Minutes, maybe hours passed. Craig was suddenly jarred awake when the thing said,
"One more step, Mr. S."
And when Craig gave his attention and woke up, the thing inhaled as deeply as possible, pulling in all the air, all the oxygen, all the life force out of Craig Sheffield.
Wait.
Craig wasn't feeling right. Something was changing. He was feeling shallower. Wait, something's not right. I don't have any feeling. Stop this, please. Please, I want to stop. The apparition halted and said,
"It's too late for that, Mr. S. I'll have to keep going."
Breath held. He took one more long suck of Craig's air, draining his lungs and all the diaphragm of oxygen. All air. Craig collapsed on the floor.
"Now we're finished, sir. Where are you, Mr. S?"
Craig sat up and gained composure. He looked around the room and tried to stand up. As soon as he got to the mirror, Craig stared straight ahead. But he was lost somewhere. Something's not right. I've changed. I've been changed. I don't feel right. I can't remember. What day is it? Where am I? What? Craig's words slurred as they came out. What? You took something from me. He pointed at the apparition. You took my mind. What the hell? What the hell? Give it back. Give it back. Bereft of energy, he slouched on the sink. The thing watching laughed at Craig.
"Ha! Of course. I told you I was from the real superpower, but I didn't tell you which superpower. It's true. If you follow your heart and stop wanting, you'll be free. But in order to stop wanting, you have to stop thinking. Humans can't stop wanting, Mr. S. What did you think, that I was magic? I helped you stop thinking, and now you'll stop wanting, that's for sure. You'll stop remembering names. You'll stop remembering dates, good times. You'll stop remembering your whole life."
The mirror laughed. Craig's eyes crossed.
"I hope you learned that you should never trust anything that says they're sent by a superpower. You'll never think again, so you'll never want again."
The mirror laughed and cajoled, and Craig fell onto the sink. He then slid down onto the cold green tile of the bathroom floor. He could do nothing but stare up into the browning light bulb in the socket.
Never trust. You can't stop wanting. You are finished.
The mirror laughed, as Craig's vision came down into a singular point. And finally went black.